wait. Those two, I'd probably. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Olaf's team's going to be going actually with
It might happen. I mean, I'm playing in it, and
yeah.
I'm not. I'm not convinced somehow.
Wait. So fucking Tommy thought he was gonna hide while you were in the team with him.
Hmm? Yes. He can be glad that I wasn't there for the first match because I had to work.
That's actually hilarious. Wow. Okay. Let me know when you start recording, by the way. Ooh. Look at who's actually in Johnny's team. Texler, Gabriel Lapierre. No Gabriel, no Become. Yeah. I feel like um
I don't really know which team will win.
I don't think Purple Cobras win this ever, right? Just because
Yeah, I mean,
leftovers has a really dangerous top of the order. Like if you look at their best kind of 5 or 6 players, it's really
you rather can look on who is the worst player, and that's like
well,
the worst player is levels above the worst player of PC.
well that's the thing is I think the weakness for leftovers right is compare it to a team like Endless Break or my team. I think you get lower down the order, the skill doesn't fall off as much, but the bottom half of leftovers I don't think is that great. The problem for Purple Cobras is their bottom half isn't that great either. So even if they brought all 12
That's what
people,
happens if you grind to a less. Goodness.
yeah,
I mean, the thing is like, I can only feel like that PC have a good chance in this is if Law and Sortex really hard carry, and the problem about that is that especially Sortex is someone that is usually not suited to hard carry games.
yeah. Well, I mean,
He's an amazing, extremely skilled player, but like not someone that forces that on you.
Law could hard carry. I think
Yes.
you'd need to see everyone playing well. Like Uganda can play really defensive and stay alive a lot, which if he can do that, it might give the others a chance to do more. And if John can pull a good performance out of his ass, which he does every now and then.
I think like they have to really rely on Law here heavily.
Yeah.
If he has a good game, then there's a chance.
If they had Gabriel, it'd be much more comfortable for them.
Yeah.
But without him, it's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking. Oh no. This round is pretty much done because there's only Sortex left on horse. I like that they force out the dismount instantly. I feel like a lot of teams just let the dismounts alive, and then there is a small comeback chance, but I feel like Sortex won't have much to do if they play it correctly.
I mean, the thing is though, if you let them stand up, I feel like it's always a risk whenever you go for them. Like,
Yeah, but this
I'm still a fan of leaving the dismounts till the end.
I mean, the PC just overforced a lot here in that first round.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Uganda as well, trying to go for the dismount and then not even getting him and dying is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see them getting
you should
into
never even go.
The problem is when you've got a team like this, they probably know that they're not the favourites in this match. And then everyone's going to try and do something about it. And then sometimes that's the worst thing, is everyone's trying to do something and then
Yeah.
it's
I
completely
just
ending.
think like going for the dismount when the chance is really high that you just get traded is not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless your name is Aless, you know you can just tank 3 hits. He's first to get dismounted in 2 rounds in a row.
I mean, I guess another problem for the PC is that every single member of Leftovers is a passive person, really, or can play passive. I mean, Aless kind of yeets himself into people sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, Atleton, Frey, Ghana is like the personification of playing passive.
Yeah, it's it will get frustrating. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, you look at that top 6 players on Leftovers, and you could put any other 6 against them, and they'd still have a chance, right?
Yeah, no, it's really close together. But I mean, that I think that happens with most of the teams when they are in that 6v6 because they all have it.
Because every team
they all have like 5 to 6 good players. So if they are there, then all teams should be able to field something around that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, that's the problem with Gabriel not being there. Is one of their top players is not in it, and that's Sortex down. So, oh no, that's Johnny. Never mind. They look too similar.
Yeah, but I don't really see a playing for a win condition so far. I mean, I feel like most teams kind of lack that. Playing around in certain tactic or certain goal.
But I mean, if you're PC here, what is your win condition? I don't think there is one, right? Because you play passive. Well, that's not going to work because the other team will just play better passive than you.
I think, in my opinion, what your win condition would be, or what I would go for, was let Sortex get split up on purpose and try to play around that. Because he's probably one of the best persons that plays in that situation. And I mean, you can just... If the enemy team will take that bait... Usually.
From personal experience of being the guy that gets purposely cut off, it's not... You can't win a match like that. It's too much, like...
Yeah, I mean, it depends how the others play around it, but I feel like Law is a player that could, like, very benefit from that. But yeah, I mean, it's 2 rounds, they didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can be consistent enough as in that position to really get a carry off. I mean, they're at least not dying instantly, right? Which is good, but
yeah,
it's been death by 1,000 cuts to play it like this.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the teams play a very heavy calf group fight.
Yeah.
I rarely see them try to do. Either they just.
Oh, that was nice. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was really well timed.
I feel like the teams either go for splitting someone up, or just people running around trying to kill.
Yeah, actually...
Also, I'm just looking at Atleton doing nothing and then somehow grabbing himself at this one kill.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, the round is winnable.
I just wonder whether their kind of best hope, and possibly their only hope, is to just try and get big clusters, and then because they're the great equalizer, aren't they?
Yeah, like that's the thing. You have to like be on page as a team if you go for clusters. That everyone commits for that.
Yeah, I guarantee you, it's
because a lot of times it's just like that. You haven't talked about clusters, and then you just.
And that team is definitely one of the more argumentative ones, just because Johnny and Ericsson are in there and they hate each other.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
Well, they don't hate each other, but they always argue about shit. So there's no way it's gonna be like a nice.
Ooh, okay, this town that were 2 kills. It should not happen.
Joined your channel.
Oh, it's him. It's the leader.
We're commentating the CFL match, Sebi.
Sorry.
can join if you want.
His mic's a bit fucked. Pardon?
Yeah, because here we go, you should hear me better now. What are you guys doing?
We are commentating the current CFL match.
Alright, sorry for joining. Bye bye.
Wait.
User left your channel.
Wait, I got distracted and somehow it's actually fairly close.
Let's see. So, my expectation for this round is now that James backstabs and then they will instantly lose. Oh. Okay, that's the way to deal with that. I wanted to jinx them and now...
Yeah, I feel like
destroyed
the actual this tournament James
Oh,
Bax is kind of
James rage quitting.
the map size is kind of makes it awkward for James. Like you want to be able to have more space to run as him with his NA ping. But then again,
I don't
like
the thing is that he does not really play around that. Like it's not like with Krishna. He really likes to go into it aggressively instead of trying to kite.
really, he always plays super passive against me.
I don't know how he plays
Annoying.
against you, but from the CFL matches I've seen so far, I've seen him a lot of times just running in.
Yeah, maybe it's just because he feels he can't run. I don't know.
And I mean, always a 1v1 is always different to like.
Hard to tell with
Yeah,
James
it
actually
is.
because he's just a troll.
Yes.
But mind you, and even if James is at a disadvantage on this map, like it's not as much of an advantage of having tanky LS on a map this size,
Yeah.
just going
No,
around one hitting everyone.
I thought about making a big map or something, but I felt like this it suits. If it, I mean, I was expecting most matches to be like 7v7 or something because I know people, and I'm really happy that we have a lot of 9v9 or even more.
Yeah.
People in matches. That's really good. But I feel like even 12v12, which probably won't happen or is extremely rare because everyone of both teams would have to attend. It just the map
Might get it in the
still,
finals.
the map still gives you that the option for that.
Yeah, I feel like I personally would perform better in a smaller, like, on this size map with less people, right, rather
Yeah.
than more people.
I mean, if with 10 or more players, it's chaos.
It's
At least
really...
the start of the round is a lot of chaos and a lot of stuff happening. But it really enhances the way these rounds should pan out. Like that, I don't want the match to be like 2 hours or something. I think the longest match we had so far was 45 minutes or something.
Yeah, I get flashbacks to doing 5v5s with the 5e, and they would always put it on. They would use the same map for a 5v5 as they would for like a full regimental 1v1. And of course, the 5v5s are just all their best players that like to run away a lot, so it would take hours.
I'm gonna spectate Gorna at this point because I feel like that he is really a player that can win these kind of situations. And okay, I jinxed it again. Every time I do some narrative stuff like that, it just goes horribly wrong.
I'm not sure how to feel about Gorda's play, because if you ask me for people that are good at running away,
If you
I
ask me
wouldn't-
about
don't-
impact, I would tell you he has no impact, that's for sure.
yeah.
But like sometimes he
kinda
can overturn
vanilla.
these situations.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't get
My
how
god.
Hannes has as much impact as he does, because he basically does nothing but run away.
Maybe it's a little bit overshadowed. I mean, Hannes has, if he is in the zone, he's really strong with how he plays. But
Yeah.
you can shut him down, that's for sure.
Yeah. Normally I have success against Hannes when I go around the opposite way and just gank people that they engage. That's normally when I get killed on Hannes.
I usually just ignore him.
It's yeah.
Or I mean, if the training match against the 4E, I like focused him in one round just to dismount him and tilt him, and then he left. I think he left because he went to sleep, but still. feels like a
Take
win
it.
that
Claim
that
it
team
as a rage
tweeted.
quit. No one can say otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, they got a round on the board, right? Which is
Yeah, it's good. Like,
good, but
I feel like they, because Jesus is someone that wants to switch around in his team, and I mean that they can win with that.
yeah. I mean, I mean, I feel like they didn't switch around in the first couple of rounds. I don't think. I think now
they
they've
switched in
seen
every
the way it's
round. The
going.
player,
Have
I
they?
think.
Huh?
And then the first
That's good.
round, no, they switched from the second round on.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I think once they saw the kind of way it was going.
This is a fast-paced round, and it looks very good for PC so far.
Yeah. But who's that
Yeah,
dismount? Is
yeah,
that
They should have this
Uganda?
round.
Definitely. Which is actually surprising that it's gone this solidly.
I mean, they committed at the start to
Yeah.
well,
I guess
a
that's
smaller cluster, and then just snowballed out of that.
yeah. I guess it's the whole cluster thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is Leftovers' game to lose though, because they can just choose not to do that,
Yeah.
and then
I mean, it's a lot about communication, and I feel like this has this
mean-
is the least vocal team, I think, from the
but
players.
Leftovers. Or,
Yeah, I think Leftovers is the
Well,
least vocal teams from
I
the
mean,
players there.
yes and no. Like Leftovers has quieter people, but also it's like 50% eighth players who are used to playing with each other. So
Yeah, I mean, that is true, but what I always think about the eighth is like, the team works around when people are together. And like, if you have half of it, then it's not as good.
true. And also, yeah, it's not the vocal half either, which is
Yeah. Nah, I think like, if they get stopped in that track, or like get out of the flow, then yeah, there's a good possibility of them just getting stumped.
I feel like this is where having it less might work against you, right? Because
Yeah.
he's the kind of person that will just yeet himself into people, and he sometimes gets in
Yeah.
that mood where he
I
will
still
just
feel like he could do
kill
more
himself.
if he tried less to help people of his team. Like that's what
True.
stopped him from really performing hard in a lot of these matches so far. Just because he throws himself or he tries to help his teammates
But-
instead of just benefiting
but-
from them.
But Les doesn't really think about anything he does ever.
I know,
He just,
I mean-
he just does it. This,
I mean, post-match, after I think the first match when I recorded them and I talked with him post-match, and I was like, yeah, you could do more if you just don't care about your teammates. And he was like, I don't know what I did that match.
is unless the reason Les tanks is he's just too stupid to die.
Yeah. Ah, it's a good start.
I mean,
I wasn't
at
expecting
3-0,
Frey to
I
go
wasn't
for this.
expecting this scoreline.
What do you mean?
When it was 3-0 2 rounds ago, I didn't expect PC to get 2 rounds back, which makes it look.
I mean, after they switched like half of the team, I mean Leftovers switching half of the team, I expected that to happen.
I guess, yeah, but it does. It makes it look closer than it has felt to me.
Yeah, that's true. Edgerton is playing really well. I think this round is very good if they don't throw it in anyway.
Yeah.
They're in a very good advantage position. Laws on the ground as well.
Ericsson and Law. There's a thing with people like Law on the ground though,
Yeah,
and especially in such a small match, it's so easy for like a couple of people to think they can get.
yeah, I mean,
Dismount
Law
kills,
can
and
Law
then
can do a
just-
lot on the ground.
That's quite good.
That's what I mean. Like this,
Kill
it's
them
not
less.
not a guaranteed one round because they still have Sortex.
I think looking at who's left, Gordon and Freya are good, but
Yeah.
I think Grekos and
They-
I don't
they
know
need
who
to-
Aris is. But,
I feel like they need to get rid of the people on the horse without like
Yeah.
losing much.
I
Then
mean,
they
if
should-
they lose a couple of horses here, it becomes so winnable.
Yeah. Yeah, they're... Leftover still in a good position for... Oh, that's a blunder. That's a blunder.
Yeah. Oh, that's the issue.
I feel like if you are 4 against 2 on horses, that can't happen to you. Like you
well, yeah, that's the issue when you have like 1 or 2 weaker players.
One of the people on horses mounting you and the other one being able to kill you should just not happen. Like there should always be someone there to cover you or even trade you.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
that might be very bad for their mental as well. Loss on the horse.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would be tilted. If I'd gone 3-0 up, coming in as the favourite, and then it gets back potentially to 3-3. That's a big play. I mean, in the first 2-8 though, it's still early enough that it might not be an issue.
You still have a lot of rounds to play.
Great grandmother. Ooh. Unfortunately, there's no way Aris wins this.
Probably not.
Yeah, see.
I don't get that because. Okay, I mean, if he's a melee god and they get 2 team kills or something, then maybe. But going on the grounds against Law and Sortex. Oh my. That was actually pretty close to working.
Yeah.
If one of them team kills someone, then he wins it probably.
You know, is Aris an infantry player?
He's a native player.
Yeah, I can see why he would make that decision then. Because if he's not used to NWCAF...
And you saw the way he wanted to play that, like going in between them and make them do a team hit. But they played it pretty passive and that was, yeah, a good thing.
Yeah, to be fair, I rate the effort. He probably made the right decision. When you're in a 1v4, like, you're not expected to win anyway, so it's...
Yeah. Nah, I mean, imagine if it would have worked. Probably play of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it had been 1 less person, it would be doable.
Yeah,
I mean,
as I said, like if
that last kill is something you really want to avoid.
If someone team hits there or team kills, then yeah.
It's bad dying to their weaker players. Like, you really don't want to be dying to people at the bottom of the order because it's yeah.
I feel like this
just a big mistake.
From what I've seen in the match so far, these fast-paced rounds like this one are really bad for PC. They really need the slow-paced rounds.
I mean, true, but there was the one where they clustered at the start, which is fairly quick.
Yes. I mean that round was basically won from the start. That's true. But like this one, the only kill they got on Gorner, and that was because he grinded for this one.
I mean, that's probably not good mental-wise for PC, right? Because you bring it even, and then they pull back ahead in.
I mean, rather
like
have
seconds.
it now than like at 6-6 or 7-7.
True. But this is a common theme, I think, for PC. Like, their first round of their first match, remember John told me they absolutely just wiped, like, instantly, not a single kill.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 rounds were without a kill from PC, and then they clawed back.
But the 8th is guilty of this kind of thing as well. In the CL final, the first 2 rounds were just thrown away.
I mean, throwing at the start is like a good old 8th meme.
Wouldn't be the 8th without it, would it? The only thing we do more often than throwing the first rounds is throwing the last rounds.
On the other side, like this round looks very good so far.
Yeah. Ooh.
Also, I mean,
that's
that's
just LS things,
that's an
you know.
LS move, yeah. I mean, that's they paced the start of the round very good. PC.
They're giving him a horse, aren't they? Oh my god! I would not give him my horse after that. Well, you already know I'd be shouting at him if he'd done that in an 8th match.
I would give my horse in that situation to Edlerton, but not to LS. Just because he does not deserve it. And he takes his teammates.
Now I like that. I like the response there.
Oh god, no. That's so. I mean, once again, that was exactly that situation. What I meant, like, don't play to help your teammate. Instead, try to benefit from it because they probably can get both, either each other get a kill, and turn around.
Yeah.
But instead of going on the side and trying to get a kill, he goes in front to try and help his teammate and just blocks him.
I think, yeah, in a bigger match, helping your teammate can be alright.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to make a big cluster, but in this size match, you've not got that much cavalry coming.
I even feel like that in most situations, unless you have multiple people committing to help, it's better to just look for a trade.
Yeah. I think exceptions would be. I would be okay for them for like PCs to go in to help Sortex.
Yeah, I feel like there are certain players or some people even play like a tech team and stuff like that. Then it's good, but I don't really feel like that. I don't really feel like that they have the chemistry for that.
Yeah. I feel like the best one is if you could get in, get a kill, and make off like a criminal while having saved your buddy. But that's just the stuff of dreams, isn't it? So.
So far, it looks very good. For PC,
this is a
I feel
potentially
like
good cluster.
Sortex is really in the game right now. And I feel like that was a problem that we and Olaf's team had against Tigrane's team. That like all of their 3 carry players performed extremely well after like the first 4 to 5 rounds were really close, and then it was like people like Duclation overtaking the game.
Yeah, I get what you mean. In the in our first match, like me and Simon and Darkhawk and Tyrell were all on form.
Yeah.
And then in our second match, at least Simon and I were playing very, very badly, which did not bode well for our chances of winning.
This round's not looking good.
That was an
Especially if you have
unfortunate
this Ericsson
cluster.
on horse left. Never mind.
Oh,
he
right
somehow
there,
got
Lord,
him.
though. Yeah.
Well, it's a close one.
I think things kind of look very, very drastic if you look at the PC scoreboard.
And yeah, sure, but I mean, if you think about it, if PC loses this match, they are in the they are in the 1-2 bracket, so they have to win the rest of the matches to make it to playoffs. While Tezo's team gets into the 2-1 bracket and has the chance to make it with 1 more win.
Yeah. Surprisingly close still. I'm actually shocked they're keeping up. Honestly, I'm not sure if the. Never mind, I was going to say I'm not sure if dropping down to 5 will help them or hinder them, but yeah, I mean you can definitely tell who's doing the work on PC's team.
Yeah, that's true. As I said, like those are. I feel like the rounds where Sortex did the most were actually when they were like only 2 on horse or something against 4 on horse.
That's good.
How did Freya make it out of that?
Yeah, Ericsson's definitely not playing up to her best today.
I don't know if she did at any point of the tournament so far.
I've not really watched any of the
From what I've
matches.
seen, she was like very. I thought it was Aleph doing the CTRJ, but it was Chagan. Now, most matches I've seen, she was like 210 or 1-8 or stuff like that.
Because she feels like she's better than there's quite a few players in the tournament that I feel like she is at least equal with.
Yeah. Also,
But
there were some surprises. I don't know if you saw the screenshot, but Sanel has been really a carry player for Grozny in 2 matches already.
So I recognise the name from Group Fighting, I think.
I think he's he's a native player from Turkey.
So yeah,
And I mean Turkish players are always good, especially the native ones I have encountered.
I'm just checking that we don't count Harford in this, right? Because he's definitely not a good player.
No, I count Harford as a fringe player.
I think, who surprised me is Levox. I think that's
Ah, yeah, the
2E?
the German
Is it
guy.
Yeah, I think he's 2E.
He's from RR #1, I think.
Oh, yeah. Got you, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he I don't think they have a CAF department, so I don't know if he plays for the 2E sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him with 2E tags on.
I don't know. I've seen a couple of times on CAF, so I knew who he was, but when it came to rating him, I was like, okay, should be pretty good to put him in the last tier, because he probably has no experience against in 1v1s against the top players.
True. I guess the main part I saw of him was immediately after the draft. I saw him on Cav Group Fight, and he was just absolutely destroying everyone.
Oh my god! That Ales goes in there and dies is so dumb. They still might win the round, but he should not go in there when both of his players can't trade for him.
I feel like Dume's that's unfortunate.
Was so close to surviving that even.
Dume's a good duelist though, so
Yeah.
it's winnable for him still. He does mercs.
He didn't. I think he would have won that if he just blocked that hit. Probably didn't see it or something.
Yeah, I mean Johnny's decent, but he's not a great duelist.
Yeah. That really is extremely close.
Yeah, I would actually love to see Purple Cobras win this.
Yeah, it's because you're a friend of Johnny.
Because I want to laugh at Hazy.
I actually want Jesus' team to win that, because I rated them as the bottom 2 team of this tournament, together with
Hazy's team,
Rusty's
really?
team. Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Because I felt like from the good players he got, they were worse than all the other teams.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I was a head scratcher because I purposely didn't choose tier 1. And then he chose Ales over Tyrell, and that was a head scratcher moment for me.
Sure, but still, like that was expected from Hazel to do.
No, it's not unexpected, but.
But I'm a bit surprised he insisted to get Termito. He tried to trade for him afterwards, but he had multiple chances to go for him.
Yeah, I almost picked Termito over.
Also, O'Neill only was there for 1 match so far, and from what I've seen, he prioritized picking him. I think he was his 4th pick or something.
Yeah. I think if O'Neill showed up more, he'd be a really strong pick.
Yeah. He played in the game against Rusty, but nothing against that team, but I feel like even when they hard from them, it's hard for them to play because there's no one really leading them. Like they are just running in and...
Well, so he's got Skittles and Cage, right? So if they decide to take it seriously, they have plenty of people that could
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
get people to do stuff, but
I mean, on paper it's not a bad team, but the reason why I ranked them as the worst team was that they're just trolling.
yeah,
They're really just trolling in the matches. But if all of team I am playing in would lose against them, this should be pretty tough.
I mean they might come out and just absolutely slap you.
It might be.
Is
Yeah.
the thing, and
That could
with the
very well happen.
yeah, with the names on the roster, it's very very possible.
It's surprising that they are they are trading rounds extremely hard. I think in the last 4 to 5 rounds, no team got 2 consecutive rounds.
Yeah, the fact it's this close and not gotten into some kind of one team building momentum and getting a
Yep.
run
Yeah,
is
that's true.
really surprising.
I'm still really happy that Hezu tries to switch a lot in his team, even though he might lose due to that. But
Yeah,
that's what I want to see if you have more players to actually let them play, because that's the purpose of the league. If he gets
Yeah,
out,
no,
he should.
I completely agree.
How? They just weren't on the same page there. Like Frey was looking in the wrong way because he was expecting Law to be dead already.
Hey, just imagine if Purple Cobras had started out playing like this,
Yeah.
they would actually be in the lead by now.
Yeah. Okay, let's bet on it. Will Miss Eriksson get a kill in this match?
Oof. No, I don't think I would have bet on her getting a kill.
Do you have the new Kate skin?
I do. I've got the quartz.
Okay, I would have
Kramer.
bet against you for a skin. Maybe there's another one
you can
want.
you can bet against me for an Ezreal skin if you want.
Okay, sure.
What?
I mean,
what
if
do
your
you
bet
want?
is that she does not get a kill, then I would just say that she gets a kill, even though I'm not convinced.
Okay.
But for the purpose
What if
of
you win?
doing. It's not looking good so far.
I will not play Vayne at all for at least a month if you win this bet.
I don't care about that, honestly.
How did that tinkle even happen? It's one of those. With all the people you could hit, you hit the 1 little centimeter gap where there's a teammate. I think this round's going to end quick, honestly.
Okay, that's a good start for them.
That's a very good start. I
PC
take it
PC
back.
have to come back on this now. Like the next round loss is game over. Who's on the ground? Doomer and Gorman.
Less. Honestly, yes, so it's good reactions for that stuff. It makes me feel better that it doesn't work every time. Fuck.
That's your skin gun, my friend.
No!
Just for the sake of it, I will say that I always believed in it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's being recorded, but you didn't, so.
So yeah, no vein for you.
Damn, it's fine. I was only going to feed anyway. Plenty of other champions I can feed on. I'll learn to play Kai'Sa.
That's a really good win for them, like, mentally.
Yeah, I would love to see a PC comeback right here.
I'm always up for having, like, full rounds in there.
I wonder what the atmosphere is like, because I feel like Jesus' team is probably still relaxed.
I feel like it's probably quiet most of the match.
I mean, they don't have any shouty people, right?
Yeah.
PC's probably they're probably screaming at people.
I think Aless is like the loudest person out of those. Double
Which is,
dismount.
it really comes to something when Aless is the loudest person.
Yeah. I mean, they got Sortex on the ground, so that's something, but...
I mean,
This,
yeah, but
this
spare
looks
horse.
like this looks
Yeah.
like this goes
He's
to full
he's
distance.
back up. He's back up.
Yeah, this goes to full distance, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I love this. I love this momentum.
Oh,
Coming
yeah.
into the last round, having won 2 in a row, that was kind of troll from Ericsson there.
Especially
if she team kills, by the way.
dominating these 2 rounds is so good.
If she team kills twice in the last round and goes back down to 0, do I win the bet?
True, sure. I'm really a fan of that. Having this I didn't expect them to like be 7-5 up and then throw completely in 2 rounds. Like they got completely fucked in there.
If you'd asked me at round 3, I would have said that an 8-0 wasn't out of the bounds of possibility. Now,
I had
yeah.
honestly expected Jesus team to still take it like 8-4, 8-5.
Speech.
Okay, let's see.
I would love to see a quick and violent cluster to end this. That would be great.
I don't think it will happen.
No, everyone's too tense, probably.
Yeah, and both teams have too many passive players. Oh, Aless didn't commit for that. Oh, but for that, that's good.
That's unfortunate. That's Uganda, I think.
I think Hazel told him to try hard finally and stop going in and trolling. Never mind. Oh!
Oh!
What?
God, no.
How did he... He is out of stretch.
I guarantee you Johnny just punched his desk.
That should never happen.
That's... Yeah.
That should not happen in the usual round, but that should never happen in the final round of the game.
It's that last moment, right, where the kind of the tense moments where you see them and you think I've got an opening, and then you just rush it.
Oh, this should be done.
I mean, Sortex is still up at least.
But like it's now on leftovers to throw it.
True.
In the usual situations with players this good, you should win.
Yeah, you don't see throws on a small map so much, I think, just because it's much easier to trap.
Yeah.
Once you've got the advantage. Like if this,
you can really heavily snowball out of it.
Yeah, if this were a random desert medium, I'd feel more confident. But on this size, you very quickly get to the point where you have to kill someone to get out.
Yeah.
Which is scary. When you're hitting your swings, it's alright, but I think at the moment, even if they get to the point where they dismount a few more, it's still like not going to be in their advantage.
Yeah, when they had 2 on horse, I was like, okay, slow the round down and let Sortex try to carry it. But like this, they played that very, very well. Especially with Sortex splitting as well away from his teammates. Oh! That's not good.
You know.
There still is a possibility.
Okay, is it?
Of course, it is less to throw that in.
They've still got Law, Sortex, and Aussie, right?
Yeah.
And Uganda, which are the best.
Yeah, but like you just can't engage in the 1v1 there. Nah.
Unfortunate. A close one.
Yes, true.
Much closer than expected.